Hi, I'm Devin Tilley, the president and owner of Mountain View Window and Door in Denver, Colorado. Andersen has asked me to turn the camera on and answer a few questions for this breakout session at the dealer rally that we're honored to be part of and see everybody and look forward to meeting and talking to you guys. So I'm here in the showroom where we're going to have our big Chinese New Year party tomorrow and talk a little bit about social media and marketing. So Brett, who's going to be at the dealer rally with me, go ahead and shoot a few questions.
All right, Devin, why do you recommend using digital marketing and or social media?
So the parallel I would use, it's kind of like the yellow pages of the past. So, you know, it used to be your marketing or your advertising was meet with the yellow page guy, get your ad done, and you'd go the rest of the year and sell your windows and doors. Well, that's changed. The world is so much faster, and people want stuff now, but they need it to be current and relevant. You got to be on it all the time. And that's through Facebook and all the other platforms. So today, word of mouth is through Facebook. 200 of your favorite friends see that perfect window job as an ideal customer. You just got word of mouth, 200 people see you as the expert.
So Devin, contrast digital marketing versus traditional media.
Traditional media is a thing of the past. I hate to say this, but now people are looking at Facebook or whatever on their phone while they're driving around. They're not even looking up at those billboards. Have you drove around lately? That's the digital media that the digital world lives in, and it's a big transfer of the old analog to the digital world that we live in today. So some of the things that Mountain View really caters towards on the digital world is YouTube. YouTube, who's owned by Google, we've all heard the Google it thing, and that's how we all find stuff today. The YouTube channel that Mountain View runs, and there's 3 different platforms. You gotta be yourself. You gotta find your Devin Tilley at your organization that wants to be on the camera and promote him. You gotta find your company's channel and something that sets you apart. How Mountain View sets ourselves apart is through our own podcast. I'd highly recommend everybody here at the dealer rally finding Devin or Brett or anybody who understands what a podcast is, if you have never heard of a podcast, and have a listen to The Art of Construction, specifically designed for contractors and architects to grow their business.
Devin, what have you learned?
I've learned that it's a big commitment, but if you make it part of your life, you love it. I love the social media part. It's the way people keep in touch with people. I get to see my friends' kids grow up. I get to see what they're doing. I understand without talking to them, but you can't lose touch of that phone call and that handwritten thank you note, because that's truly what 100% sets you apart. If you understand and make the long-term commitment in the digital world with kicking in a little bit of that analog world that got the world to who it is today, but you got to stick with it. The podcast, it's one listener at a time, growing it locally and being specific. The targeted approach is the key to the digital world. The other thing with the digital world versus the analog is you got to get everybody to buy into it. This has been a big challenge for me because I live the digital world, but I have great window veterans that it's been a big education to teach them what a podcast is. But I can tell you, the people, once they understand and learn what a podcast is all about, what I refer to as the Mountain View family, we all love it, we all bought into it, and they're teaching me stuff on the digital world now. So it's a hard thing to get them to commit and to get them to help grow their business. And what I'm getting at is they got to have their own LinkedIn. They got to have their own YouTube channel and all this stuff, because it's all about spreading the horizons, and do it with your Mountain View family wherever you're at.
Anything that you didn't expect?
The biggest thing I didn't expect is how few people really get this and understand it. And a story I'd say is, Brett, tell me the story of today. Just can't get off the phone because people keep calling in about they heard us this, listen to this on the podcast. Just give us your morning today.
So this morning I had 3 separate phone calls from people who have found out about us through some of our digital media, whether it be a vendor's website that lists us as a place to go buy their product, or from our own house page, or from our own website. They've heard that we're the place to be, and I've got 3 separate contractors all doing new builds that are our target customer that are calling us wanting to know about us and our products. That's a gift.
So you're either growing or you're dying, and we're growing here at Mountain View. We can't even get off the phone because the leads just keep coming in. We got happy sales reps at the Mountain View family, right?
Absolutely. So what about ease of use and experience level required?
Yeah, and that's the part that I think we really need to give good feedback to Andersen, because they're at the national platform and they have all these different mediums. They're looking at them all, and then we all have our specific market, and as Andersen says, all markets are local. But the key is giving good feedback, and kind of an approach that I'm trying locally is kind of like everybody's watched the HGT Flip This House, Property Brothers, blah, blah, blah. And every one of us owners has got the call about, if you donate this door, you give us this window, we're going to give you advertising, and we're going to promote your company, and we're going to see Andersen. And then you give them all this money and do all this work and install a window and do all this stuff, and then the half-hour show airs. You have no rights to any of it, and poof! Did you see the Andersen logo? Well, we tried. Well, what we're doing is we're doing a full investment property that Mountain View's bought the property, hired a general contractor to look that we're just the window supplier, have a bunch of industry partners. We're going to take Weiland lift slide windows out the back, corner meet windows, looking into the Verilok, all the cool stuff that Andersen has to offer, and designing the house around that. That's going to be pretty powerful, that we hope everybody can grow their business from.
Summarize your thoughts on why leads are important to your business.
You're either growing or dying, and the way leads are coming now, it's someone goes to house and creates an idea book from this fancy Weiland door, or this corner meet window, or all this stuff that's one of a kind, and then, oh, that picture was put up by a little Mountain View window and door. That's who they see as the experts. So that's what we all at the dealer rally, all of us dealers that bleed orange in Andersen land, work together to get them that feedback and grow all our business. I look forward to meeting everybody there, giving our 2 cents and helping us grow together.